Hey, it is me. Welcome back to my kitchen. If you didn't notice, I'm dressed a little in my downers today, in my comfort clothes, because this recipe gets a little down and dirty. In fact, I may even just, I'm going to take my ring off because you never know. But I always feel like one of the things I talk to my clients about that I subscribe to myself is that you have to try new things. You can't be good at everything, and with all the time I've spent in the kitchen, I am really, up until my very mature years, I will not tell you how old, but I had never made lobster in my own kitchen, and I had never tried rolling a spring roll or making my own sushi, but I love fresh spring rolls. So I figured, hey, we'll try this, we'll do this, and since then I've made several variations. I'm not going to say that I am consistent because they don't all look super pretty, but they taste damn good. So I want to show you how to roll one today because I think it's fun, and that's all about health. Should be fun and colorful and inspiring and tasty. So that's kind of our goal today. I first want to show you that I'm starting with spring roll wraps, and you can buy brown rice or basic. Brown rice is not as easy to come by, but they are found in the international aisle, no matter where you are in a grocery store. Love them. They are very delicate, and so sometimes you have to be just a little bit careful. See how see-through they are? I see you. No? Okay, not funny. Well, I'm trying. I'm kind of a dork. So you've got that, and then what you want to do is you want to have a plate of filling ingredients on the side that you want to put in the spring rolls, and you want to have that ready. Because once you hydrate a spring roll, you have to roll it right away. So that's one thing. Next, so I'll do shredded cabbage, jalapeno. I have mashed avocado, radishes, sliced bell peppers, and cucumbers here on the side because my adult self, ooh, there you go, broiled some lobster to put inside there. Not a lobster aficionado, a little afraid of doing it, no worries. I buy the tails, and then I either bake them at 350 with a little bit of oil in them after cracking the shells, and you can very easily Google that. And you just crack the shell with a knife, starting at the base of the tail to the forward, and pull it open so that the meat cooks. And then all you have to do is bake them until it's opaque, not translucent anymore. It's roughly like 10 to 12 minutes, and you can take the meat out and put it in your spring rolls. The last piece that I love is you have to have a dipping sauce. So I've done a vlog before with my miso dressing, which I love, but I also make a very simple sauce with teriyaki, pickled ginger, and my favorite, hot chili oil, because I love spicy stuff. You have to be very careful with that. It's really, really hot. So you're just mixing those, not in equal parts, but we'll get there later. So now I want to show you how to roll a spring roll. We're going to start with making a spring roll actually happen. So I've got all my ingredients on the plate, as I showed you. I've got my dipping sauces and everything. I'm going to take a big bowl filled with warm water and place one of these in there, submerged in the water. It takes a little bit of time for it to come out. Get a plate to place the hydrated spring roll paper on. And if you just move it around a little bit with your fingers, and it also helps to have your fingers get wet. You don't want to mess with it too much because you don't want it to break, because right now it's kind of brittle because it's dry. But as it's hydrating, you're just kind of moving it around, kind of a little shimmy shake of the spring roll wrapper. You got it going around in there. And then once the ends start to curl, and you see that, which I can see it now, and they start to get soft, and depending on how comfortable you feel, in the beginning as a novice, I kind of took them out a little bit earlier, so this is what it ends up coming out like. Put it on a separate plate, spread it out with your fingers as lightly as possible. You don't want it to break, and then I'm telling you, keep it a little bit moist though. You don't want to take a paper towel and pat down on it. You're going to take your ingredients, so I'm going to start with my base, which is purple shredded cabbage. Place it down on there. And then I've got some cucumbers, 2. You don't want to overload these because this is the first thing I learned when I made these. Got 2 little radish slices, is that I put too much crap in there. And then they just broke and wouldn't roll. And that was devastating because all I was doing was staring at the ingredients saying, get in my mouth, I want you. And then I messed it up. So we've got some very thinly sliced bell pepper. We've got a little bit of pickled ginger, which I put on the inside. On the top, we've got jalapeno slices, very thin. And everything about spring rolls is about slicing things and making them thin so that it just kind of can live all together, scrunched up. I've got a little bit of mashed avocado that I'm gonna put on the side right here, and you're gonna see how I roll this. Then I've got the lobster, got 2 little pieces, but you don't need a full, huge thing. I'm gonna put some black sesame seeds on the inside. Not too much, but you know, just a few. Okay, so here's my spring roll. I'm gonna go at it from the side, so I did this at an angle, and pull it through, and then roll it a little bit. Pull one side in, another side in. Make sure it sticks, and then I'm gonna roll it again until it's all the way through. When you get better at these, you can roll them tighter so that you're pulling it through like that, but this is what's so awesome. Look at this. It's all sticky and awesome. But you cut it, and because you thinly sliced everything else, this is what the insides look like. So tasty. You're gonna dip that into your dipping sauces, which again, I have teriyaki sauce mixed with a little bit of hot chili oil. Goes here. And then I've got that miso paste dressing, which if you go to livingwithashley.com, I'll have a couple different variations of spring rolls listed on there, and then a couple of the sauces. But I hope that you guys go out of your comfort zone, try making a spring roll, and I'm gonna adios you right now because I am gonna eat this now, even though it's a tiny bit messy. And no, I have no shame. Let's just dip this into the spicy sauce, and I'm gonna go to town. Damn that good. It's a little messy to make. It's also a little messy to eat. This is not recommended for a first date food. But I hope you guys will try this. Again, go to livingwithashley.com. I have tons of variations. I went strong on the chili oil. I'm gonna go devour this. See you guys later.